Hello everyone. Today we'll be reading a story from the No Sleep subreddit. Today's story is called There's Something Weird Happening on My Cruise. I'm a picky eater, always have been and always will be. When I was growing up, I would never eat anything that wasn't prepackaged. A couple of my friends' parents, when I was a child, gave me some crap for it. But when my parents told them about my OCD, they started letting me bring packaged food from home. I'm a big fan of protein bars and instant noodles. That's probably the only reason I'm even coherent enough to write all this down and hopefully post this somewhere if the Wi-Fi lasts long enough. My parents go on a cruise every year. Before now, I've never actually gone on one of these trips because of the aforementioned OCD. A new balance of medication and some more visits to my psychiatrist have gotten me to the point that I was fine drinking water that didn't come through the Brita filter in our fridge. To celebrate my recent gains, my parents decided it would be a great idea to bring me on their yearly cruise. You'll meet a cute guy, my mom said. It'll get you out of your room, my dad said. For once, I wish I had listened to the crazy voice inside my head telling me that every piece of unwrapped food is going to give me Ebola. Much to my delight, my parents decided to do an Alaskan cruise line this year. There wouldn't be any need to force myself into a bathing suit unless when I decided to go into the lukewarm, waterborne pathogen-filled water of the indoor swimming pool. This girl isn't going to catch crypto or giardia because some kids' parents decided that a visit to the pool was a good substitute for a bath. But I'm getting off the point. So I'm on this cruise with my parents, and it's fine for the first 5 days. It's actually nice to go outside because it's not hot as balls, and the arcade room isn't half bad. I thought I would be able to stand it. And then people started getting stupid. I spent most of my time in the arcade room of the ship, and it was always the same groups of people who went in there. The anti-outdoor teenagers and the families that want to wear their kids out before their evening drinking. I had been going through all of the different arcade machines, making my marks on the high score charts of the various rail shooters and classic platformers. I got bored after the third day and decided to try the obviously rigged ticket games, skee ball and such. I went on a streak and managed to get a ridiculous 537 tickets out of them. I was so excited to spend the damn things I almost screamed at the guy behind the counter where you spend the tickets. I got tickets, I thought. I had been pretty loud when I tried to get the guy in the Farrelly Entertainment shirt attention, but he didn't turn around. Hello, I said again. He stared off towards a flashing time crisis machine. I was getting pretty annoyed at this point and snapped my fingers halfway between my face and his. I'm not normally the type of person to do this, but this guy had been ignoring me for a full 30 seconds. I know I don't usually set off anyone's radar with my stellar looks, but this was absolutely ridiculous. The snap seemed to get at least some of his attention because he turned his head. Huh? Was the only thing that he seemed to be able to muster. This guy must have stuck some really good pot onto the ship. Dude, I put the pile of tickets on the counter. I know it must suck doing this day in and day out, but could you please do your damn job and count the goddamn tickets? I didn't need him to count the tickets, of course, but I knew he wouldn't let me get away with telling him I had exactly 537 tickets. He stared at the tickets on the counter like he had never seen them before. I got tired of this routine pretty fast and just pointed at the small BB-8 plushie that was 500 tickets. He looked at where I was pointing and picked one up and handed it to me. As weirded out as I was at the time, I just thought he was really stoned. It happened again the next day when I went to the little convenience shop. They have more on the top level to grab some more protein bars and Cheetos. Same type of thing. The guy in the stripes convenience shirt was just staring at the small screen TV. I actually had to nudge him in the shoulder before he would ring me up for the snacks. Even when he did, he just took my $5 bill and didn't bother to take the change I tried to give him afterwards. I actually went on the deck trying to find my parents. They said they were going to some dance class type thing on the deck. I did find them pretty fast. I wish that I hadn't. Everyone was slow dancing to some shitty 80s power ballad, and all their eyes had the same vacant look at the ticket taker and the convenience store guy. even my dear old mom and dad. They moved in simple, slow shuffles and stared at nothing. There was only one person who didn't have that vacant stare. The young blonde lady on the microphone wearing the Alaskan cruise ship. She was just as hyper as you would expect her to be. She yelled random dance moves enthusiastically at the crowd of shuffling zombies that failed to follow any of her instructions. This was freaking me out, so I left to go back to our room. On the way back, I saw the zombies stared passengers everywhere. In the bar being served alcohol by cheery bartenders in Alaskan Cruise Line shirts. Floating in the indoor pool being watched by cheery lifeguards in Alaskan Cruise Line swimsuits. I didn't think any of them saw me. Maybe it doesn't matter. Either way, I'm locked in our room and haven't been out here in days. I just exhausted the last of our overpriced mini fridge items. I'm still able to charge my phone, but that's not much help with the internet. It's so spotty. I haven't been able to make a phone call the entire time and only catch the internet on for about a minute at a time. We're on day 10 of a 7-day cruise. I'm the only person who hasn't eaten anything that the cruise line people have made. That's the only reason I can tell as to how all of this happened. As soon as I have a chance to post this, I'm going to look for food. If you see this, don't ever go on an Alaskan cruise line. Thanks for watching, and remember, some stories are better left untold.